Day 65 from here to Jerusalem. I'm not walking today. I didn't walk today. As in, I didn't walk today at all. Not a step. Not a step. I slept. Yeah. So, yesterday I left. The farm in was it Gobnait? I'll have a look now. Look, I got more things to play with. Here we go. I stayed in this in Hoeverbouwlust yesterday, not the day before yesterday. I ended up there and I hung up my hammock, and it was a beautiful evening. It was lovely. It was so nice. Oh, Sean the Harp. Yeah, no, he's over there. Look, he's over there. He's resting. And in Marcel's house, my friend Marcel, who I grew up with. So how did I get here? Okay, yeah, so I left at the, what is it called there? It's called the Kaag, I think. That's what it's called. And you walk along a canal. You walk to a place called Schipluiden. Schipluiden was the next place. And in Schipluiden, I decided that I needed to eat, so I actually sat down and ate food. I don't remember what I ate. I ate loads anyway. I ate loads and had coffee, and it was nice. It was just, I don't know. I arrived 2 days ago or so in Europort, which isn't on the Notre Dame side. Like it's actually in Zeeland. And I arrived there early in the morning, and instead of taking 2 ferries straight to the coast in South Holland, I ended up walking along the harbours. That was nice. It was impressive. I walked along this line of windmills, and you really walk along where the big trucks head out of the harbour and go to their different places, their destinations. It's just a strange energy. And then I ended up having to take a bus because one of the bridges was closed. I'm wondering now whether I did the right thing by not walking on, by letting this guy say like, oh, the bridge was closed, because I looked at it afterwards and I thought it would have been like a 4 or 5 kilometer detour, but it would have been interesting to walk it anyway. Maybe not. Maybe walking in the harbours isn't interesting. But I went to Rosenburg, and from Rosenburg I took the ferry to Maassluis, and from Maassluis I went to Maasdam, and from there on I walked to this farm, the Hoeverbouwlust. Now, there is a lot going on here in agriculture, and there is a lot of the cows here are being blamed for most of the stick stuff, for the carbon offset. So they have a new system now where farmers need to have like a license for each cow that goes into onto the grass. There you go. There you go. It's a little bit different from Ireland. Yeah, the Dutch government discourages actively some of the agricultural practices around meat and dairy farming. So less cows is their take. And these farmers seem to really, farmers are farmers. Farmers want to be on the land, like they want to work the land, be with the people, be with the animals. I don't know, I felt bad for them. It was, they seemed to be working very, very hard and being very aware and being very in tune with what is going on. And they seem to be getting like a really hard time. Anyway, I walked on from there and I went on to Schipluiden. And there's someone that told me that before Schipluiden, there is this church that was bought by this couple who had been on the Camino, and they have made like a conference center there with a, and then there, of course, there's a restaurant and there's a retreat center and there's a meditation room upstairs in the church and things like that. Now, I ended up being on the wrong side of the water, so I didn't actually stop there. But it's beautiful, like you're walking along this dike and there is all the water lilies are all getting up. Thirsty. The water lilies are all up in the water, and like the dike is like this, and then it goes down and you're there, and the water is up here, like at the, this is just really pretty, like all of it is like really, really, really pretty. And the houses, it all looks really well maintained. The grass is cut, there's no holes in the tarmac. There was this one, I was sitting on this bridge, and there is all this traffic, and then this local traffic is coming in, and it's all these electric cars, and I'm thinking, they actually look like the 1970s, like sci-fi movies. You get like the square lines of all the houses and the sunset, and it all looks perfectly manicured, and you have like these vehicles that come on in. Anyway, that was me just thinking. So, Schipluiden, I stopped for something to eat in a little place called the Raadhuis. It was lovely. It made me think of the 1980s, 1970s, and 1980s. It was nice. The door was really big, was really wide. I don't know. The food was great, but it was fine. Oh, I had croqueta. That's what I did. I had croqueta. And then you walk on along the water, and you're left into. You have to cross the E4, then to head into Delft, and it goes all along these parks, and that was a really nice walk. Where my legs were really heavy, and having crossed into the Netherlands, I don't know, it was like the horsey can smell the stable or something. Like my body just started aching, and there is like it's all most of it has been cycling paths that I've been following. Now I'm going to be following. There is two routes. There is two routes that I can follow into to Amsterdam. Where do I have them? I have them here. I have them here. I have them here. There's two routes that I can follow. I'm on one route now. So what happened was that I walked into and I used that thingy there. There we go. So I'm heading so I stopped in Den Hoorn is where I stopped walking, just off the Beatrix Street. Now the route had taken me, I'd found a route which is called het Groene Hartpad, and this part is het Groene Hartpad. So the green heart path is goes through the middle. It kind of sits along the southern part of the rivers, and it goes through all the green land of where the rivers are. And this part of it will lead me up towards Soetermeer, past Delft, Nooddorp, above Pijnacker into Soetermeer, and then there I will get on to, where do I get on to then? I get on to the nut, romance lime pot. That's part of it as well. It goes straight up if I remember correctly. Yeah, there it goes. Here it is. It goes onto a pilgrim spot. Part one, which will bring me, that's the path that goes between Den Bosch and Amsterdam, and it'll bring me straight into the heart of Amsterdam, over Uithoorn. I pass between Uithoorn and the West Plassen, and then through the Amsterdamse Bos, Amstelveen, and I'll walk by my old schools, like, to head into the center of Amsterdam. Now, it'll be about 3.5 days walking. So what happened was, in the outskirts of Delft, like my feet, the bicycle lanes, I don't know, I think I need new insoles in my shoes. It's just not enough give in the shoe for some reason. So it's banging my feet. I got another blister. No blisters for 2 weeks, and then, change of tarmac, and off you go. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. So I had said to Marcel, like, if he wanted to come and rescue me, that I would be available for rescue. And he did. He showed up when I was just outside of Delft. So the next day to walk, it's what is it? It's Pinkster. All Dutch and English is now being all mashed up. It is. They have Sunday and Monday off, so there's not going to be happening much. So today I took off. Yesterday he came and rescued me. All I was able for was like drink. I just drank so much, like coffee, tea, beer, anything that I could get in there, and then I just ate. I ate an entire bag of cashew nuts, like the whole thing, and I ate an entire rotten chicken. And listen to that rain. It is pissing rain. So I said yesterday, all I wanted to do today was sit around, eat cashew nuts. That's what I've done. I slept until the afternoon. I just slept. And I had a good look at my feet and my legs. They're just very tired. They need a little bit of rest. So, no walking today. I don't think there'll be much walking tomorrow. There's a few things I want to do anyway. So the solution to the food problem is to not walk a full pack for the next few days. When I start walking, I'm not bringing anything that I don't need, apart from the harp. So I'll bring the harp, I'll bring basic harp protection, and that's it. Water, a little bit of food. Marshall is thinking about maybe coming walking with me. We're looking at the tent. And for him it's important that he knows where to sleep in the evening. So I'll sort that out. Got 2 days to do it. And then it'll take about 3.5 days to get back to Amsterdam. Then I'll take more time off. And then my feet, they should have the tarmac, they should have the new, wherever the blisters were, that's where they needed to be in order to walk in these conditions. That's fine. And I can up the weight then again to the weight that I should be carrying to get on with the trip. I feel okay about all of that, so I think we're taking, whenever I'm ready, most likely Wednesday, we'll take a public transport back up, and back up to Delft and start walking from there. And just go walking for a few days. It's a nice route. So it follows het Groene Hartpad for the first part until we get to Alphen aan de Rijn. And Alphen aan de Rijn there it changes over onto the Pilgrim's path, which will bring us straight into the heart of Amsterdam. Yeah, and then that part, the first big lake until the first rest, and of course about half of it's not a half. I think it's a quarter of what I'm going to be walking. In Holland, it'll be done. It is so beautiful. Like, I don't know how to say this again, but it is so beautiful. That sound, like. Yeah, for now I'm just tired. It's nice not to, my toes are quite swollen, but that's normal as well, like after 60 days of walking with only like a rest day here and there. It'll be good for the body just to heal a little bit. I can't believe the sound of all that water coming down. It is a lot. I'm just tired today, so I'm going to cut it short now. I'm glad I have an idea of how to get to Amsterdam, and then after that I have to set out a route getting out of here. I have to check the tuning on Sean the Harp as well, and I have to look at places that I might want to play here as well. I don't know if Marcel comes and walks with me. I don't know how we're going to agree on tempo and stuff. But I think I'd like it. It would be nice to do. It would be good. And it's new. It's like bizarrely like interesting to walk through the Netherlands. Like all these like things that I thought were platitudes that my dad always talked about. Holland is the most beautiful country to walk through. Like you don't really understand it until you've seen the light, and it's very, very, very beautiful. It gives a lot to think about. Anyway, there you go. I need some rest. By the sound of me, I need some rest. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for showing up and stuff. Thank you for listening to my rambling. And I'm going to take some rest and then play some music and then rest a bit more, walk a bit more. I got as far as Delft, got rescued, and resting. See you very, very soon. Good night, good night, good night.